Hello everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon HeartGold. Last time in the Battle Frontier, we took on the Battle Castle, defeated it pretty handily. Today we're taking on the Battle Factory. And this one's a doozy. I'd say if you're going to grind for BP, this is the place to do it, but also know your stuff, because this place is difficult. So I was saying before, the Battle Castle tests your kind of management of the castle points. This one tests just all of your knowledge of every Pokemon, all like movesets, stats, everything. So get ready. The way this place works is that you're going to be given a random rental team. You're going to have 6 Pokemon to choose from. You get to choose 3 of them. You will then go against opponents with their rental teams, and at the end of every battle, you'll be able to choose one of their Pokemon to swap with one of yours. Now, the catch there is you don't get to see their opponent's stats or movesets. You kind of have to gauge it during the battle itself, maybe stall a little bit so that you can see what moves their Pokemon has and then knock them out. But obviously you're risking something there. It's really fun. I'd say this is probably the most fun area, but it's also the most difficult. So leading up to this, I'll go ahead and say it. This is my 3rd try recording this because the other 2 times did not go well. In fact, I was knocked out round 1 each time. So it's a lot of luck as well as skill. I'll say that much. But leading up to this in the stream, and I'll have a card on screen for the streams. I'm going to try and do that for most of them. It was really interesting. So my first round, I ended up with a full team of Evolutions, with Umbreon surprisingly being my MVP. It had Curse and Baton Pass, so it was able to buff all of its stats and then keep passing it on to a strong physical attacker and sweeping the team. And then my second round, I got an admittedly terrible team, but I got a Lucario, and Lucario was able to clutch it to the end. And I ended up getting a Starmie and a Marowak as well, and they were just a good combo. There's a lot of things that can go on here. Let's get started. 3rd try's the charm. I really do hope. So here's the thing. I'm going to be choosing single battle. You could choose double battle, I guess, if you want. I think it'd be a little bit harder, but go for it. The difference between level 50 and open level is pretty big. This is going to be the only time I choose open level because it's going to be level 100 Pokemon only, and you'll have fully evolved Group 3 Pokemon. If you choose level 50, you will not encounter Group 3 Pokemon until after you get the silver print. Open level, you're seeing them the whole way through, so that's what I'm going to choose. There's also a chance that you can see Group 4 Pokemon. It's fairly low though, and it's definitely after the silver print as well, so don't count on it, but it can happen, that's for sure. All right, the round kind of revolves around this initial pick of Pokemon that we get, so I'm holding my breath, which is not good for commentary. Your first out will be a tough punishment using Absol. Okay, so at the beginning of each round, they're going to give you some details about the opponent. How many details they give you is dependent on which streak you're on. For your first streak, you get all 3 Pokemon that they're going to use, that is. On the second streak, you get 2 Pokemon, and on the 3rd streak, as you can see here, you get 1 Pokemon and 1 of their moves. Notably, their probably most powerful stab move. Obviously, that would be punishment for an Absol. Okay. Alright. So if we're going to go against a dark type, I would hope for a fighting type. Magmortar. Oh! Metagross. Ursaring. Tyrant. Oh, you're kidding! Well, this is a lot of really good Pokemon, actually. We got extremely lucky. You can get things like Victory Bells, by the way, with the absolute... I've seen Pokemon without an attacking move. So the attacking move is really what's going to determine this. Now, the Golduck does have Cross Chop in addition to the Scope Lens, so it won't be too inaccurate. It would definitely knock out the Absol in 1 hit. So that's an option. It also has a great moveset with Aqua Tail and Ice Punch. Not terrible. Magmortar's got a pretty large attack stat, but it's very frail on the defense side. Flare Blitz, Thunder Punch, Earthquake, Brickbake. That's another great moveset. And it would be a little bit faster than Golduck, so it would definitely be able to outspeed that Absol. Metagross, oh, you disgusting, disgusting boy. Why do you not have Stab? At least, like, you don't need the Steel Stab, but at least you could have had, like, Zen Headbutt. Ugh. Oh well. How powerful is Aerial Ace? 60? I guess that's not terrible. Man. I mean, it's still an attack set of 380, so, you know. Count your blessings. Ursa Ring with Facade, Superpower, Crunch, Protect. It's not bad. Can scout out with that Protect. And it has Toxic Orb with Guts. Oh. Oh, I get it. Oh. If this Ursa Ring outspeeds anything, it's probably going to knock anything out in one hit with that Facade. Which increases the power if it's poisoned, by the way. So Guts will be activated and Facade will have double power. Which brings it up to 140. Christ. Again, why do you have Shadow Claw but not Crunch? Okay. Hydro Pump. Now that's some stab, baby. Okay. Well, I think I need to bring this Kingdra. It's bulky enough to take some hits. I think I'm gonna pass on the Tyranitar of all things. Cause like, no stab is just very unfortunate. It does have a white herb for superpower. The Ursa Ring's tempting, but the fact that it's not going to outspeed much hurts. Yeah, okay. And again, we'll be changing out these Pokemon, so these aren't set in stone, but that Magmortar is going to be basically required for an Absol. I'm gonna grab Metagross because I kinda have to. I'm gonna take that Kingdra. Also because I need a special attacker, and I don't wanna have 3 physical attackers and come up on a, you know, like a Gliscor or something. All right, let's see. It was a lot of deliberation, so I hope it was worth it. Oh, hello, aren't you a sweetie? Are you sure you're up to this? I guess I could have used the Metagross as a lead, because it does have Hammer Arm, doesn't it? Definitely could have dealt with that Absol. Yeah, so the reason why this place is going to be the hardest is because the opponents have just the same Pokemon that you can have. You know, honestly, I'm not sure if Flare Blitz would have even been more powerful than Brick Break with Stab. But, hey, it's an Absol. Yeah, it takes a hit. Thunder Wave, well that sucks. Keep going. Oh, I don't like that. Cool, so Parafusion, and I just hit through it. You love to see it. Yeah, you can get lucky. You can get very lucky here. I think this Magmortar is about to swap out, or either that or just eat it. Okay, that's another Pokemon that I can just hit with Brick Break, so I'm just going to continue doing that. It used Fire Punch. Yeah, so the thing about even when they have these super powerful Pokemon, their AI is still as bad as ever. Look, it had Thunder Punch and it started out with Fire Punch on me. And the thing is, it probably has like Body Slam or something. Oh, got the burn. You love to see it. That's fine. I don't mind being paralyzed because now he's not going to be able to do too much damage. I think I'm just going to sack the Magmortar. At this low of HP and paralyzed, it's not much use. Well, I mean, Magmortar does not have a lot of defense or HP, as you can see. It's getting kind of bodied by the Snorlax, but I'll take this. Is it going to get knocked out by Burn? What? That wasn't a crit? Okay. Oh. Well, I mean, yeah, Magmortar is kind of a glass cannon. Alakazam. Okay, well, basically if you land a hit on this thing, it's dead. And it missed. And it missed. Well, now I'm debating taking this Alakazam, because Alakazam is good. Make no mistake. We saw that it had, what was it, that move it just used? Did it just try to use a physical move on me, by the way? I don't know the exacts of Alakazam's stats. I know it'd probably have the highest special attack out of almost anything that you could get here, but still, again, if it's outsped, it's going to get knocked out for sure because it's super weak. I think I'm just going to keep my team. Dragon Claw using Salamence. I have Ice Punch, right? Hold on. I want to check my moveset because I'm pretty sure I have Ice Punch, right? I don't. Oh. Well, Metagross has it. Yeah, I'd really want to take out that Salamence as fast as I can, because that is a threat. And I might yoink it as well. So I have 2 ice users and they're not my lead. Oh, that's unfortunate. I mean, I have Thunder Punch, but I mean, that Salamence is going to rip me to shreds. If I'm going to change out anything, it's going to be the Magmortar. What were the options? Absol, Alakazam, and Snorlax. None of those are going to be better. Yeah, so that's the way that changing out works. You can just look at the options and you can cancel if you ever need to. So you basically have free reign. I'm not going to be using this trade. I remember a long time ago seeing some information that was like, if you keep trading Pokemon, there's a higher chance you'll get like better Pokemon, but I don't know if that tracks at all. Spike has become an extension of my very being. I've looked around at sources and pretty much nowhere mentions that, so it might have just been some faulty information I've seen, but hey, if you have information to the contrary, feel free to tell me. Yeah, that Intimidate's gonna hurt. Man, it had Flamethrower, right? If I were to swap straight into Metagross, I'm risking that. But if I get a hit off, I mean, the Salamence is dead, so I'm not going to dare swap in with Kingdra, because if it gets hit with a Dragon-type move, it's not going to be pretty. Dragonclaw, yep, good choice. Steel-type, the only type that resists Dragon. Get hit with all this. Thunderfang, that's not going to do much, I'm assuming. Yeah, no flinch, no paralyzation. I'd be surprised if this knocked out. Oh, also, get a load of this. Generation 4 HP scrolling, you gotta love it. Unfortunately, it's gonna be really bad here because we're all level 100 and have, you know, twice as much HP as we would have had in any other area, so yeah. Mamoswine, huh? I do have Hammer Arm. Goodbye. Mamoswine, even though it's super cool, it just has way too many weaknesses. I was actually considering using it for the team, but I thought it'd be a kind of common Pokemon that a lot of people would use. It's another Pokemon that I wouldn't be able to get until basically the end of Johto, so that dissuaded me as well. Because like I told you, I was planning on using a Weavile, but then I learned that you can't get Sneasel until post-game, and Weavile even later. So yeah, there's really no point. I'm not gonna... I mean, my speed's already really low. Might as well go for the Hammer Arm again. It's not gonna knock me out. Yeah, Mamoswine, why did it also not have a ground-type move? I'm telling you, it's the movesets. They're not great. It had Iron Head, so we saw that at least, but, yeah, no, you know. What did that, so that Salamence had Dragon Claw. It's a really good move. I might take it. The Aerial is probably just going to do the most damage anyway. Big damage. If I take that Salamence, it's probably going to be for Magmortar. And if the opponent is leading with an Ice type, I think I'm just not going to trade anything out, because I really like this Metagross, right? Like, I don't want to get rid of... Look at that. Look at that. Metagross just eating it up. The Metagross is really good. Even though it doesn't have any stab, it's still a very decent moveset. Because the punches are just so good. Ice Punch, Thunder Punch, Fire Punch. Like, even if you don't get stabbed, those are just great coverage. I'll ask you to keep your filthy hands off my bike. Okay, well, so far this is the best streak I've had going, so let's keep it up. And with that Salamence as an option, I mean, I just don't want to have 3 physical attackers, so I don't want to get rid of Kingdra. Vileplume. Yeah. Well, I mean, Magmortar is good against that, too. Man, it's a tough decision, because it's a Salamence, you know? Maybe I could just swap out Kingdra. I don't know. I'm gonna get rid of the Magmortar. If I'm lucky, the Salamence will have Aerial Ace or something. We didn't see it use it. We saw Dragon Claw and Thunder... What is it? Something. Thunder Bite, Thunder Crunch, whatever it was called. Thunder Fangs, that's what it is. They say I have fists of steel and the heart of a child. I'm very proud of you. So we know he's got a Vileplume. Vileplume is not a threat at all. It doesn't really render on my radar. It could get a few nasty sleep spores off. Of course, that Intimidate's going to lower its attack. Very good. Cool, well I have Fire Fang. I guess that's good enough. I'm not going to try and even, like... I'm really happy I have the Dragon Dance. I'm not going to try and stall this Vileplume out, though, with it, because I just don't want to... I don't want to risk getting put to sleep. I mean, it used Grass Knot on me. Oh, I can't knock it out this turn anyway. I'm going to Dragon Dance because it restored HP with the Black Sludge, which is basically leftovers. But see, that's why I didn't want to do it. I mean, hey, at least I can't get put to sleep now. And I should be able to one-shot it now with this Fire Fang. See, that's the fun stuff you can learn about is if you're not going to knock out the opponent anyway, use this boosting move, and you won't waste a turn, and you'll have permanently raised stats. I'd be surprised if the Salamence couldn't sweep the rest of the team. Take a pretty bad matchup. Is it Thunder Fang? Oh, that's unfortunate. If I had Ice Fang, this Torterra would hurt. Gen 4 starter Pokemon, Grass and Ground, so it has a quad weakness to Ice. You hate to see it. It's also neutral to Water, which is, I think, unfortunate. It's a super cool Pokemon, but it just doesn't have much going for it. That was a crit. That was a crit. Pay attention. Yeah, toxic damage is going to build up real quick. I should still be able to knock it out in one hit, I think. Would have been really nice if I had Aerial Ace at the very least, but I guess not. What does fire cover that Aerial Ace wouldn't? It would cover Steel, which is the only type that resists Dragon, so I guess that's a good move on their part. But even then, why wouldn't you just run it with Flamethrower and not... I'm assuming the Salamence is adamant. Okay, that's a whole Wailord. Get ready for the slowest, well, second slowest HP drain you'll ever see. Wailord has a ridiculous HP stat. Outclassed by I think only Chansey and Blissey, which can show up, so enjoy. Are you really just... Oh no, I'm going to go down to Poison. I was about to say, are you really just going to give this to me for free? But no. Cool, I'm just going to throw out Kingdra, because I don't, you know, playing it safe. I don't want to take anything for granted. Just hit it with a fat Draco Meteor and get out of here. Do as much damage. In fact, the Wailord might eat it up. Nope. I guess I overestimated it. Did this Kingdra have a white herb? I did not pay attention to what items I had. I should check that, actually. Because it can be important. I don't think I'm going to swap anything out. That Torterra is really cool, but it just, competitively, I don't think so. Especially with this team, like, I'm not going to lie. This is going to have to be something crazy to get me to swap out. Fire Punch using Tyranitar. Well, Tyranitar can have Ice Punch. That's going to suck, but I should be fine with Dragon Claw. I mean, it can also have a Rock-type move that'll be super effective. I could just swap... No, actually, you know what? Yeah, I can just swap out to Metagross and hope it doesn't Fire Punch me. I'm not going to trade. Actually, I should have, so I could have checked my items. I'll check it in the middle of this battle. So I have a choice to make at the beginning here. Do I swap out to the Metagross and risk getting Fire Punched? Or do I try to... What would probably be a 2-hit KO with Dragon Claw, maybe? Beck. What a name. Because I could just superpower this Tyranitar if I was leading with anything else. Of course, we have a Sand... Oh, wait! I have the Intimidate. I think this might be a free swap into Metagross. Let me see our items and everything, because I was not paying attention. I have a Razor Fang. Okay, so that's a chance to flinch. It doesn't show me the nature, actually. Oka Berry, which I'm assuming probably lowers Fire-type damage once. And then Wide Lens, which increases accuracy, which makes sense when you have Hydro Pump and Draco Meteor. Actually, hold on. Yeah, so that makes Draco Meteor a 100% accurate move. So that's good to know. Hydro Pump would be 90. Blizzard would be 80. Signal Beam is 100 anyway. I don't know what that Signal Beam is there to cover. Yeah, I'm just going to swap out the Metagross. Even if it uses Fire Punch, it's not going to hurt too badly. I'm going to outspeed it. Look at that. Look at that Aerial Ace. Nothing. Disgusting. I don't take damage from the Sandstorm. It actually outspeeds, but it used Aerial Ace again because the AI in this area is so bad. At least, oh yeah, I should mention this. The Frontier Brain also uses a completely random team, so you can't actually plan for that. The difference will be the AI. The AI is actually going to be good on the Frontier Brains, so that's something going for you at least. Slowking, ugh. A Slowbro ended one of my runs, and I hate to say it, but it swept me easily. Wasn't even a problem. That's how I learned that Magmortar had a surprisingly... No, it was an Electivire, but they kind of have the same stats. Magmortar and Electivire. Very similar, at least. That's how I found out that they have a very low defense stat. And HP, because a Slowbro one-shotted it. And that scared me, because I absolutely wasn't expecting it. Slowking is the more offensive version of them, too, so it would have a little bit higher. But nothing doing. And a Leafeon. Ooh. So the way the evolutions work is I believe they all have a boosting move and then baton pass. Because this was true for my evolution team. I had an Espeon, which had Calm Mind baton passed. Not passed. Vaporeon had, what was, like Iron Defense or something like that. And then it had baton pass, obviously. Oh, I'm asleep. Oh, good. What did I fall asleep to? Leaf Whistle? I wasn't paying attention, unfortunately. When I get, like, so far ahead... Oh, no. And the Leafeon has Curse Baton Pass, doesn't it? Watch the enemy try to use Baton Pass. They've tried it before. Leaf Blade, that's gonna hurt. Jeez. Leafeon has a humongous attack stat, by the way, if you didn't know. I believe it's either 110 or 130, which rivals Metagross, so be careful. It's a very scary Pokemon, especially if you get the sun out. It recently got a new move called Solar Blade that's basically Solar Beam, but it's physical, which uses Leafeon's humongous attack stat, and I built an entire team around it on Sun and Shield, so there you have it. Night Slash using Weavile. Man, you gotta do this to me. I mean, I'm just gonna swap out to Metagross, right? It's literally a perfect team. Like, what am I ever going to... It's too good. I mean, I guess I have 2 dragon types, but then Metagross resists dragon, so what's the problem, I guess? I think I'm good. Also, Kingdra has Blizzard, so if I ever need to deal with an actual dragon type, that should do it. Given it doesn't get knocked out immediately by a dragon type move, but you know. You know. The great unseeable power, I beseech you for help. Okay. Well, good luck with that. Challenged by Psychic Lillian. So that's a Weavile. That's one of the Pokemon I wanted to use for my team. Not a huge attack stat. I want to say it's like 90 or so, but its speed is ridiculous. It's going to outspeed anything you throw at it. Hopefully it uses an Ice type move and not Night Slash or something, because that's going to do neutral to Metagross. X-Scissor. Why do I even try? Why do I even bother swapping out? Christ. What? Why did I outspeed? Did it use counter or something? It must have. Oh no. Oh, I don't like that. There it is. Well, there's so many Pokemon in here that do that. There's so many. What would it have done if I had used just Fire Fang off the bat? I don't like this one bit. Yeah, I'm gonna go into Kingdra. It used X, yeah. I'm starting to think it doesn't have an Ice type move, but I don't want to test that theory. Get hit with the Signal Beam. Metal Claw, it does not have an Ice type move. I was completely safe with Salamence. You hate to see it. It didn't use it, but it told us in the intro that it had Night Slash. Dusknoir, okay. Very bulky Pokemon. We saw it in the Battle Arcade. Yeah, I'm just gonna hit you with some stinky Hydro Pumps, I think. Full DPS damage. 2-shot, hopefully? Yeah. Thunder Punch, okay, good. Love Kingdra's typing. Its only weakness is Dragon. You gotta love it. I'm gonna hit it with a fully accurate Draco Meteor just to make sure that we don't miss, basically. Beautiful, beautiful. I'll take the special attack decrease because I think we'll be fine, to be fair. Bronzong. Well, you hate to see a Bronzong, but we're fine anyway. Just keep Hydro Pumping. If I need the accuracy, I can use Signal Beam. Both neutral. Yeah, that special attack decrease didn't help. Luckily, it's not trying to Psych Up on us. And it has leftovers. This is gonna suck so bad. I really hope I don't miss any hydro pumps, because that's gonna be devastating if I start like missing. Crit, you love to see it. You love to see it. Fun fact, the critical hit ignores the fact that my special attack decreased. Right when I needed it. That Bronzong would have been a problem. It's always surprises me. Bronzong is never a Pokemon I would ever consider for my own team, but every time I come across it, it's such a wall. Impossible to beat. Battle number 6. Shadow Ball using Miss Magius. Or Miss Magius if you're nasty. No. No. Salamence should be able to deal with that just fine. Right? What does Miss Magius get? To get this far, I had to make sacrifices. Many, many sacrifices. Like blood for the blood god, or what are we talking? Battle Galtrina. Miss Magius. I'm trying to think. I think the worst thing it could possibly do to me is probably just Hypnosis. I'm just gonna full-on Dragon Claw damage. Miss Magius isn't that great of a Pokemon. It's another one that I considered for my team, but again, you don't get it until the post-game. Look at that. Terrible defenses. You hate to see it. Honchkrow as well. Also don't get until the post-game. Frostlass, huh? I want to do the math here. I need to know if a Stab Dragon Claw is better than a super effective Fire Fang. So Dragon Claw 80 times 1.5, that would be 120. Fire Fang times 2, 130. Yep, Fire Fang is the better option here no matter what. It's all because of that 5 power, didn't you know? Plus it has a chance to burn, so extra boost on top of that. Well, I'm glad I did that. Now we know. Okay, well, it used Swag. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna keep going for it then. If I hit myself in confusion, it's gonna hurt though. Uh-oh. Well, that's not good. I mean, what am I gonna do? I guess just let it knock me out. No, it didn't use Sucker Punch for some reason, sure. Sure, we take those. Could have gotten even advantage on me, but okay. And Magmort, so that's where my Magmortar ended up. Well, I'm gonna outspeed it. I just gotta hope I don't hit myself. I'm probably gonna knock it out in one hit because of that attack boost. Oh, there it is, it's over. It's over. HP scrolling. See, so the reason the HP scrolls so slowly in this is actually due to a bug. Apparently it was not intended to slowly scroll like that, because it's supposed to be by percentage of HP, but they did it by points of HP instead, so it was supposed to scroll down the same speed no matter what level your Pokemon was. Oh boy, in recognition of your outstanding winning streak, a Frontier Brain is demanding a match with you. This could be so pog or so sad. Next match is against the Factory Head with no right of refusal. Are you prepared? Yeah, I can retire anyway, so I can refuse actually. Done a bit of research into your next opponent. Solar Beam using Meganium. This is okay, this is fine. Meganium can be really scary. It does get toxic, and I know that one of its sets has toxic in the Battle Factory. I've actually been beaten by one before, so don't clown on it. I know it's the meme starter Pokemon, but really, it also gets Sunny Day, so careful. Okay. I actually was not expecting that. Bzeep. Sorry, don't mind me. What I'm using is an invention of mine. It's my data interpreting machine. And data makes you teleport, I guess. It's telling me that what you've rented for this match. I see, so you've rented Salamence, Metagross, and Kingdra. What a team, by the way. I have to say that's a good setup. I'd say like 79%. Are you sure? Are you two pseudo-legendaries and a Kingdra? Don't let that number concern you. I feel like with those two, it's got to be like 95, right? Like maybe the Kingdra could be swapped out with something else, but still, I'm very afraid. I'm very, very afraid. Like I said before, his team is completely random, and it, like, just like yours, can pull from any Pokemon that you can. Yeah, that Intimidate's not really gonna matter. Start Fire Fanging. Hopefully it's a 2-hit knockout. I'd be surprised if it is, to be honest. Ugh. It's setting up its Sunny Day. So now it has a turn 1 Solar Beam, and it also gets a full heal whenever it uses Synthesis. This sucks. But guess what? It increases the power of our Fire Fang. We're not gonna get ratioed. Not ratioed, that's Twitter. We're not gonna get damage ranged because of that. So that actually boosts the power of our Fire Fang by 50%, which means it's very, very strong. And I think that means it's stronger than Dragon Claw, just normal? No. No, it won't be. No, I should still use Dragon Claw here. Donphan definitely has a rock type move to use on me, so I'm afraid. Yep, like I said, the AI is actually going to be competent here, so we're actually going to see some resistance. No, no way. No way. Really? Oh, it was a crit. Well, that explains it. If I lose to a crit, I'm going to be very unhappy. Oh, the Sunlight's still strong. I was going to throw out Kingdra, but what's the chances that this Donphan has? I mean, I need to throw out Kingdra anyway, right? Blizzard's going to be extremely inaccurate in the sun. I believe it goes down to 50 accuracy. If I remember right, Donphan has a super low special defense, but a really high defense. So I should just throw out Kingdra anyway and just... Ugh. Hydro Pump would still be strong, though, regardless of the decrease in power from the sun. Yeah, I think we're gonna do it. I don't want to lower my special attack yet, just in case I need Kingdra for the third attack, for the third Pokemon. Yeah, knocked out anyway, despite the sun. Okay, you love to see it, you love to see it. I'm very positive. Infernape, and that's why we don't lower our special attack. This Infernape's gonna hurt. No matter what, it's gonna really hurt. Please hit this Hydro Pump. Fake out. Look at this damage. Look at this damage. Disgusting. It did 40. Close combat. Am I dead? That's an Infernape close combat. No, I'm not. This Infernape is dead. Goodbye. Yeah, Infernape is a Gen 4 starter. I'm surprised we saw 2 of them. Like I said, really cool Pokemon that you can see here. Basically, you can see any starter fully evolved. You can see any pseudo-legendary. It's a really cool set of Pokemon to, you know, see. Oh, okay. Yeah, I needed that Kingdra. I really did. I got handed the loss here. It's not making me happy at all, losing, even though I'm not happy. I did glean some useful data, I suppose. Yeah, that that a Salamence and a Metagross and a Kingdra are not 75%, dude. Makes me glad I battled you. So, did you get to like those Pokemon you rented? As a factory head, it would sure make me happy if you did. Next time, come back with different rental Pokemon. No, I think given the choice, I would probably never choose anything different. You know what? Nah. Although that was a really cool team. Yeah, so remember when I said that it can come down to luck and also 20 BP still, despite it being super difficult, you still get the same amount you get in the battle hall. Yeah, like I said, when it can come down to luck, but that's just about as lucky as you can get. I really could not imagine what I would even put into that third slot other than Kingdra. But Salamence and Metagross are definitely tier S. Fun. Well, we got the silver print. That's 4 out of 5. And that's the one I was fearing too. I mean, the fact that it took me 3 tries, you know, that fear is warranted. Let's check it out, because I just want to see all 4 of them together. Obviously, we still have the battle tower left, and that'll be next episode, but I just love looking at this. 72 BP, so I can get a move now. Oh boy. In fact, you know what? I think it's going to be Fire Punch for Tyranitar. Only the battle tower left. No, here's the choice. Do I get Fire Punch for Tyranitar, making our lead just a humongous threat? Or do I get Overheat for Zapdos, making Zapdos decent? I think the choice here is Fire Punch, to be honest. Because if my lead can cover as many options as possible, I think that's just the choice here, right? Now, to try and remember, I'm pretty sure it's the top left guy, because he has like all the good moves. Also, I didn't show the moves last time. It's 72, right? It's not 78? Please, please. 64, oh, it's less than that. Huh, well, took me 3 Battle Frontier brains to get it, but this bad boy's getting Fire Punch. Now, this is a Tyranitar moveset. This right here, get rid of that payback, don't need it. Situational, we don't need situations. And I now have the ideal Tyranitar. The other two still have some stinky, nasty moves, but hey. That's a top tier Tyranitar. Anyway, in the next episode, we're going to be taking on the Battle Tower. It's the last Frontier facility. There's so many F words, I swear. Last facility left. See you all then, and goodbye.